Going live, okay, so we are live. One, two, and three. Voila. Welcome to this week's no, different day. Just kidding. We're on spirituality meets politics because it's Sunday. Thank you, Jennifer, for our conversation before this because it does feel a little like, woo, what day is what? Um, Bless, welcome wherever you are. If this is your first time joining us, we have been doing this every Sunday. It is free. You can join us live on Zoom if you'd like to join in on the live conversation. We do go live on Instagram and YouTube, but it's only for temporarily because the conversation we have is open and we talk about anything and everything. If you have questions, you want to share what you're learning, we're open to discussion. But we can't do that streaming because people get banned and shut it down. So we're here to speak together with love, respect, and for truth. So, with that being said, I am Stacy Harder and my mother, Dr. Heather Harder. If you'd like to go ahead and say hello and start talking.
Thank you, and welcome, welcome. As Stacy said, we have three components of every Sunday conversation. The first is calling in truth, protection, and guidance. The second is a little light work to literally do the work we came to do. And the third is then the open discussion and dialogue, and that can go in any direction. So to protect people's confidentiality, we only broadcast part one and part two. If you want to join us for part three, then you have to do that on Zoom. We also have an open conversation on Thursdays that is about spirituality, and it is all broadcast and then saved on Stacy Harder's YouTube channel. So if you want to listen to some of the old conversations.
Pause you for a second because I had my earphones plugged in. So I'm just going to real quick go live once again now that we're on Instagram. It is officially now that you can hear me because my headphones are plugged in. So just hold on for a second, YouTube. If you're joining us, this is Spirituality Meets Politics every Sunday, same time, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a little time where we get to talk spirituality meets politics. We do go privately, so if you'd like to join us live on Zoom, please do. If you have questions, you just want to share, we are very open in our conversation, but we talked everything from aliens to consciousness to dimensions to all of it. So with that being said, I'm going to let AKA my mother / what most people know her as is Dr. Heather Harder go ahead and say hello again. So now that they can hear you.
Okay, did it once, we'll do it again. Our conversation is held on Sunday night to talk about politics and spirituality. On Thursday nights, it's just spirituality. You're welcome to join us either for either call. There is no charge, and it is open, and you are always welcome. On the Sunday night call, we only broadcast the first two portions. Our conversations, we go private on Zoom. We are not broadcasting on Instagram or YouTube because of the whole issues with censorship and being banned. So if you want to hear the conversation, then you'll have to join us on our Zoom call. Stacy has the numbers broadcast, and then she has the numbers for the Thursday night calls, or you can email me at Heather Harder, and I can send them to you, or whatever. If they're meant to be here, you'll figure it out. With that, the first thing we do is to call in protection, guidance, and truth, and then also the ability to trust the truth that we know that we're getting. A lot of times people get truth, but they second guess, they question, they doubt, they do all those kinds of things. So we want to make sure that not only do you have truth, but you have trust in your truth. There's a million ways of calling in for protection, guidance, and truth, and none are right, none are wrong. It's just whatever way feels most comfortable for you. I used to have this little passage written up, and I would recite that. You're welcome to email me, and I'll be happy to share it with you. Now it's just asking, intending, stating that we have divine protection, divine guidance, and we recognize and integrate and apply truth in every aspect of our life. And believe me, truth is beginning to sound more and more like fiction all the time. And a lot of times, things that are being given to us as truth really are fiction. I think Trump made the term fake news famous, but it really becomes much more a part of our everyday life because we are being bombarded with information that some serves us and some doesn't. So, with that being said, we'll start by just saying, is there anything anybody wants to say before we get going? Besides Stacy telling me I've got a chunk of hair flying around, so if my hair bothers you, just ignore it.
Well, no,
Hello.
you just have a little flyaway. Didn't know
Okay.
if you know or not.
Okay.
And you're welcome to put in the chat wherever you are. If you have a question, feel free. I'm kind of between all three. So if I'm looking around and down, then that's just me playing
Hi, Rebecca.
multiple parts.
All right. So if there's nothing that anybody wants to bring up, then we're going to go into playing in the light. Light is a vibration. Light, love, God all carry the same vibration. So as we play in the light, as we play in love, we literally are sharing this energy. And it's the reason why we came to this planet, to up the vibration of the planet. We do it through our words, thoughts, intentions, and actions. So if there's nothing anybody wants to bring up, then what we'll do is play in the light. And it literally is playing in the light. If you will, just imagine what your center looks like. Your place of center, I also call it your happy place, is the place where you are most connected with your divine team. And so when you say you're going to center or you center yourself, that really is connecting with that core essence of your true essence. And it can look like something or it can look like nothing. I like mine to look like a beach. So I always imagine I'm going to a beach and in that kind of environment. Other people make it look like their family room or their kitchen. Wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel safe, that's what you can make it look like. Or it can be a void and not look like anything. Some people see it, some people verbalize it till they experience it. Some people don't do any of those things. They just feel that little alignment come into place. You'll feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more serene. Again, we have this expectation that it's supposed to look like this, it's supposed to feel like this, it's supposed to happen like this. And in truth, we are all individuals and it will be different for all of us. Just trust that when you intend to go to center, you do. And so with that, I want you and I close my eyes just because I block out the distractions, but there is nothing magic about your eyes. So eyes opened, eyes closed, whatever's comfortable for you. And if you will, just imagine yourself going to center and then picture a pillar of light. This is the energy that comes from the divine into the earth. And you are in the center of that. You are here to anchor this heavenly energy to the earth. And as you step into this pillar of light, you're doing just that. Now feel free to add, change, alter, delete anything that you want, because this is your experience. I'm verbalizing what I'm getting from spirit and guiding you accordingly, but your soul already knows where you need to be and what you need to be doing. So allow your soul to take the leadership for the position. And so don't feel that you must do it just my way, but just be in that place of intention. You're here to do the work of spirit. And I use the term spirit for all the unnamed forces, for all the divine forces that serve this planet and serve humanity. So as you're in this pillar of light, just imagine this energy coming to you and through you into the earth. And then just imagine turning your light, your love, your energy up like a fan, faster, faster, brighter and brighter. And you can continue sending this energy into the planet. And then imagine that energy combining with all the other energies of people who are of like mind, people on this call, wherever you are, people at every dimensional state, every form, both human and otherwise. Just imagine all those who serve this planet becoming one in the light. And then we're going to send that energy into the earth, filling every cell in, on, and around this beloved planet with this energy, with this love, with this light. Just see it become that much brighter. And this energy fills every tunnel, every cave, every void. It fills everyone and everything inside the earth and on the earth. Take a deep breath, anchor this energy, and again, imagine sending this energy brighter and stronger still into the atmosphere. See this magnificent energy just surround this planet. The atmosphere is to this planet as our skin is to our body. It's a very important protective covering. And we're just going to love it. And then we're going to send love and light into all the weather patterns all over the planet. Regardless of the kind of weather patterns they are, our job is just to love them. Now we're here to help manifest the divine plan. Even though we may not know what that divine plan is, we're here to serve that intention. But there are also those on the planet who serve their own agenda, who have their own intention, who really don't want to see this planet grow healthier and stronger in the fifth dimension. So they manipulate the planet, manipulate the atmosphere, manipulate the weather patterns to serve their own purposes. And our job is just to love those beings. Imagine all those on the planet who serve their own agendas. They may be motivated by greed or power or just their own ignorance. And our job is just to love them. Just love them. We also recognize that every thought, every action, every deed that we've ever done on this planet becomes part of the reservoir that we call the collective consciousness. And our job is to put a highest vibration as we can into that consciousness. So just see it like a mist. And then just pump your love into it. The collective consciousness impacts all of us on the planet, and we get to impact the collective consciousness. So the more love you put in it, the more intention you put in it, the more it becomes a higher vibrational influence to those on this planet. And now imagine all the influencers, especially the political influencers, those in the media, all those influencers on the planet who are doing their best to help you determine how to think, how to feel, what to believe. Those are the influencers. They want to influence what you buy, what you use, how you live. Some are working for higher good, and some are working for personal good. And we just want to love them all. And we want to just put a layer of truth around them. So when they speak, when they take action, you will automatically know what is truth. You'll only be influenced by truth. And then I want you to imagine sending this love and light to all the places on the planet where there is pollution, where there is war, where there is conflict. Pollution is the manifestation of a vibration. Once we get our consciousness correct, then the pollution will take care of itself. But in the meantime, we can just love it. Love it all. Love those who are loved and love those who need love. Love those who are in truth. Love those who are not so much in truth. Love all your friends and loved ones, and love all those who oppose you. And we want to love all those who help this planet, not only those living in our physical form, but those in every level of existence. Love our cosmic cousins who guard us from the stars. Just love them. Love those who are stationed on this planet and are helping to monitor and assist. And as a planet, we have collectively experienced the COVID drama. Imagine sending love and light to everyone who has been a part of the COVID drama, whether they have opposed it or fought it or loved it or supported it or manipulated it. It doesn't matter the role they play. We're just going to love them. Just love them. And love all those little buggers that we call the virus. Just imagine sending love out to those little buggers. You've seen lots of images of it, and just see them filling with love. And imagine that all of those people on the planet who have chosen to get the V, their syringes were filled with love and are also supporting the divine plan. Whatever it is, however it unfolds, our job is to love and support it, to do our part in helping to manifest it. And nobody knows what that looks like. So we just love it. Love those who part of it, and a part of it, love those who opposed it. And what I'd like to do is just to reaffirm that we're each here to do our part for the transformation of this planet, and that includes politically. And that we welcome a clear understanding of our assignments, to understand what our role in this process is. Imagine that you're in the army, and standing before you is your spiritual commander. Just be open to receive information about your assignment. What are you here for? What do you need to be aware of? How can you be a greater assistance? I'm going to just quietly sit here while you each commune with your spiritual commander. Your job is just to listen. You can continue this conversation whenever you want, wherever you want. All you need to do is just plug in. And we give permission to the angels to use this energy that we've generated and created and directed in any way that serves this planet and its people. And then, if you will, just open your consciousness to receive. Just imagine being a sponge and opening up to absorb all this love. Anything you send out must come back to you. That's divine law. So just open yourself to receive this love and light. Feel it fill every system in your body, your lungs, your circulatory system, your brain, all your organs, all your digestive system. Just imagine every working part of you absorbs this maximum, radiant, joy-filled, unconditional love. Just feel it as it bounces and restores your body to perfect harmony. Imagine it going deep, deep, deep within your system to the very DNA and help that energy, give that energy permission to restore your DNA to its perfect original state. Toxic thinking, toxic eating, all kinds of things will manipulate, change, alter your DNA. We're just going to put our blueprint for our body back into perfect balance, perfect harmony with divine will. Just feel it being restored. Feel ourselves becoming one with all that is. You are much more than just a human, and you need to open yourself and allow yourself to be the greatness of who you are. Allow yourself to live in the greatness of who you are. Deep breath. Anchor the energy. Deep, slow breath. Anchor the energy. And for the third time, a deep, slow breath. and anchor the energy. Feel how your body feels when you are in harmony with body, mind, and spirit. Feel how your body feels when you're vibrating to unconditional love. When you're ready, just open yourself to unconditional love, sending it out again to the universe, through the earth, through all of humanity, knowing that when you send it out, it will come back to you. You just sit in that energy for a minute. And when you are ready, just open your eyes to the here and now, coming back to the physicality of your earth experience. When you're ready, just wiggle your toes, your nose, wiggle your fingers. Just bring yourself back into full body, to full consciousness. Your body is the truth teller. So pay attention to how your body feels. This that you're feeling right now is a higher, more accelerated vibration, a more divine vibration. And this really is how you need to feel all the time. So when you're feeling stressed and out of sorts, just take a minute to breathe this memory back into you so that you can bring the energy back into your physical structure. And with that, if you have any comments or anything you want to share, please do so. Anybody have anything they want to say or they want to ask? Anything coming from online, Stace? You're muted. You're muted. You're still muted. And anybody on Zoom can unmute themselves and make a comment. Anyone online can write it down and speak out.
Stacy says you're muting her.
I read that, but I'm not.
Oh.
Look like you're radiating, my love. I think you should say something because you're just radiating.
Who are you talking to?
Rebecca, look at her.
Oh, it's because of the sun and I'm sweating.
I think there's a combination of things.
Oh, thanks.
Well, that's what the Native Americans did in their sweat lodges, is to get rid of all the toxicity, was to sweat. So you're just aiding the process. The thing of it is you need to get in the shower right away, though, or else it just reabsorbs back into your body.
Sure.
So Anybody else? Thank you, Jen C.
The comment was that was beautiful. Thank you.
Anything online? Okay. All right. Anybody want to say anything while we're not private? Anything you want to say for the masses that are?
Keep on keeping on. Stake in your truth. I think the more we individually speak our truth, we're clearing it, in my opinion, for the collective consciousness, so we can actually live with more truth, because we have to be truth in order to get truth. So I think that it is a very good indication that we are on the right path. And I like to say, with ease and grace, and the faster we decide it within ourselves, we assist in the timeline of whatever we choose. So I do feel, if you guys have noticing, I think each of us have been a little able to speak in our truth more and live in our truth more. And I don't think it's by accident that the truth is kind of unveiling itself within all that's going on. So
When you ask for truth, it will show up.
Yeah, but it's also, I think, up to each of us too. Like, are you willing to live in your truth? Because you might want truth, but if you can't speak your truth and you can't be in your truth, then how can you live in a world of truth? So it starts, to me, within each of us. And so high five to all y'all out there living your truth and being in your truth, because it is affecting us all. Thank you.
Okay. And with that, then we'll just go quiet. And that is that if you want to redo that little exercise, it will be on Stacy's YouTube channel, and you can go and listen to it and enjoy it over and over and over again. And if you feel yourself get in the droopy human place, I do suggest you go and listen to it again.
And there's a lot of that going on right now too, because as we, in my opinion, are going into the highness, we have to also expand in the darkness so we can feel the lightness, because it's the duality, the polarity.
You have to expand the darkness. Tell me what that means.
To me, in order for you to have light, you have to know what dark is, right? Like, if we wouldn't have anything to compare it to if we're coming to experience it in itself. So if you want more love, then sometimes that can look like, it doesn't mean it's always the case, but sometimes that mean you have to experience little opposite before you can recognize and appreciate that. It's everybody's different journey, so no two people are the same, but that's part of my truth, is that if you can go this way one way, then it's like the duality of the balance, the yin and the yang. Like, if you want to be balanced, you have to have masculine, you have to have feminine. You have to have left, you have to have right. So if we want the fullness of who we are, then we are more than likely getting to experience some of our fullness. And that's probably been showing up the last week or two for a lot of people. Not always pleasant, but it's that growing pains, quote unquote. It's my truth. I see at least one smile out there.
Okay. So then would you like to put us into a private conversation?
Sure. Does anybody else want to say anything? No? All right. So I will go